Y'all ever feel like you're trapped in someone else's free will to speak? Okay, so a lot of times I find myself in conversations with people, and not long after, I find myself wanting to find a way out of it. I just don't think you can yap with everyone. I think I've come to I don't know, maybe it's to each their own, but something tells me that it's not the case. Like, there's a guy I work with. He's like kind of the janitor, so to speak. So to speak. No, he's the janitor. But might be fairly autistic. I say this because he talks and then talks and talks and talks, and then like with each syllable uttered, I feel the need to like dial 911. I feel like each time he speaks, we're climaxing to some type of felony. Like it's getting to a point where it has to be illegal. You can't be talking this long without saying anything of substance. I mean, the other day he kept calling LeBron the B word. And I was just like, dude, I don't think LeBron's worried about either of us. We're pretty much nobodies. Not even compared to LeBron. Probably compared to we're probably nobody's compared to some homeless people. I mean, get off your chest, I guess, but LeBron's a B. LeBron's a B. LeBron's a B. I mean, bro, I'm just trying to read my book here. These are the last 2 hours of the shift. Please just take your grievances to a therapist or to a friend or to another janitor. I don't know. Have someone else clean up your mind. And don't get me wrong, like I'm a good conversationalist. You know what I'm saying? I know the mechanics of a good conversation. I know how to hold one steady. I know how to, you know, I know how to drive this vehicle of interpersonal relationships. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty good at that. But some people, I think, when they get into conversations, like they start being led by false gods. Like, I don't even know what that means, but I know I mean it. Like, I say it and I'm like, that came out right. I don't know what their prerogative is, but it's not love. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's like, I don't know what spirit you pray to at night. Like, I think some people just didn't get the memo of how to yap. They don't have too many friends. I don't know really what went wrong with certain people. I know it kind of lies into the antisocial personality disorder. It's like people who are too prideful. It's a share, like yapping is a sharing of souls. You know what I'm saying? It's a moment where you're supposed to have fun with ideas. You know what I'm saying? With thoughts and feelings and expression of self. But people just, I mean, who they are at the core is just like super bumming. It's unfortunate that you are who you are, but I don't mean that in a judgmental way. I just mean that in such a way where it's like, okay, I see where you are. I don't like it. Not too many people like it. The more you are who you are as time goes on, we lose hope, but hope is never actually, completely lost because God is real. But from a human perspective, you better start working on yourself. It's just like, okay, so you have a conversation with someone, right? And then it's going well, it's going well, it's going well, and then out of nowhere, they invite their pride and ego. And it's like, who's this? You know, where did they come from? Why are we this was a casual conversation and you just made it about you. Like we were talking about an idea and then you started talking about yourself, right? You started expressing yourself in a way that makes us all want to pray over you. It's uninviting. I'm not saying don't be yourself. Like be yourself during a yap session, but be yourself for the love of others. You know what I'm saying? Don't be yourself to gain praise or to get the applaud or it's just like that's a dead end. Talking about you is a dead end, but talking about an idea that can go on forever and ever, which is the point of a yap. So I think overall, just leave your ego out of it. Leave your ego out of a yap session. It's not supposed to be that serious. And even if it was about you, it still wouldn't even be that serious because who are you? You know what I'm saying? I mean, compared to homeless people, in sidebar, that's really like the hardest part about life. I think like the overall scheme of things where it's like deciding when to be an individual and when to be part of the community. And that's the toggle that we have to figure out right? But I think as long as we're always operating from a place of love at our core, like it's just going to be a union that cycles over itself. You know what I'm saying? It's a snake eating itself. It's the rising and falling of the sun day in and day out. If you just be, if you just be in a way from a point and a core of love, bro, it's just gonna recycle itself. You know what I'm saying? It's eternal. What does eternal mean? Forever and ever. The moment you input yourself as the ending point of all that is, you just stop everything in its track and you start building that totalitarian state of mind, and then everybody has to pay for it because you're not letting anybody in, and you're trying to control everything around you because you're moving from a place of fear and anxiety, and it's like, bro, just yeah, we got like 60 more years, bro. Just keep on yapping. Don't even stress about it, dog. Because once this yap session is done, next generation is gonna pick up the yap, and they're just gonna keep yapping too. We're all just gonna keep yapping until we gotta get up out of here. So I'm trying to find a quote to end that on. Hold on, let me come up with something. Um, Yap out till you zap out. Ooh, that's a bar. Hey, subscribe and like and share and comment. Definitely comment. If you're not gonna do any of those other things, comment. I look. Add to the yap, bro. Add to the yap.